Hey, I wasn't planning to open a video like this, but the first time I powered up the gamer Xtreme, I sat there a little longer than I expected because something just felt right, like my whole experience finally matched how I want to play. This is for the kind of person who's done tolerating frame dips, long load times, or visuals that never quite settle. You're the one who notices when performance stutters in the heat of a fight or when world details pop in too late, and you know there's a difference between mediocre and meaningful. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Machines like this don't linger at stable pricing forever. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old rig could run games, sure, but it never owned them. Launch screens came up, but the experience never clicked. You didn't hate it. You just outgrew it quietly, one dropped frame and long load time at a time. The relief is instant with this setup. It doesn't just launch games, it pulls you in. You feel responsiveness before you even check a benchmark. Once you live in that space, anything weaker feels like watching through a window instead of being inside the world. The blend of that Intel Core i7 with the RTX 5060 simply stays confident, no matter what you throw at it. Picture this, you drop into a massive open-world adventure and everything loads smoothly, textures settle instantly, and motion stays fluid. Intensive battles feel crisp, animation feels anchored, and that lag you used to tolerate just disappears. Streaming alongside gaming feels stable and natural. That's not just numbers on a spec sheet, that's performance that feels earned. And if you're wondering whether the RTX 5060 really moves the needle, let that doubt go. It's not about flashy labels, it's about how every scene flows, how shadows have depth you actually notice, and how motion doesn't betray you mid-fight. That's the kind of performance you feel before you even think about it. Here's one surprise, even everyday tasks feel tuned. Switching between applications doesn't make the system flinch. Video playback stays fluid. VR doesn't feel like an afterthought, it feels accessible and real. That's one of those unexpected benefits you don't realize you're missing until you experience it. Owning something like this changes how you approach your setup. You don't tolerate hiccups anymore, you expect smooth. You don't adjust settings to cope, you choose settings because you want to push boundaries. There's a quiet satisfaction that comes from knowing your PC doesn't just run games, it performs them. Performance that feels instant and confident, visuals that stay smooth under load, multitasking that never hesitates, storage that starts everything quickly, a build that keeps you in the moment, not the cheapest choice on the shelf, takes intentional space and setup. At some point you stop comparing weaker rigs and choose what genuinely resonates with you. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you think about later and wish you hadn't delayed. Check the price now, trust the instinct that brought you here, and step into performance that finally feels like yours.